What's going on, Cardinal Nation? It's Comics Baker TV here, and I'm back after being gone out of town for a week, and uh, well, a huge win tonight for us. Uh, 8-5 against the San Diego Padres in the second of three after coming off a bit of a rough homestand. We split 4 games with the Padres at Busch Stadium last weekend, and then lost 2 of 3 to the Miami Marlins. It was a bit of a rough series. We won the first game, 7-1, I believe, and then got shut out back-to-back games. Went Tuesday and Wednesday, so that was a bit of a surprise for sure. And then had the off day Thursday, which of course was the trade deadline. The Cardinals made a few notable moves at the deadline. The big one, as we have traded closer Ryan Helsley. Helsley is now a member of the New York Mets. But it honestly was not a huge surprise, as it was rumored, it had been rumored really all season long coming into the trade deadline. And yeah, so it's definitely weird not seeing him in a Cardinal uniform now. He had spent his entire career in St. Louis, and of course last year won reliever of the year, set the Cardinals single season record for saves, his top 10 in saves in Cardinals history, so he'll be missed. But ironically, he's a free agent at the end of the season. He's said he's actually willing to go back to the Cardinals, so who knows, maybe we'll bring him back home. So we also sent left-hander Steven Matz to the Boston Red Sox. That also wasn't a huge surprise. He was also likely to be traded. And we sent another reliever, Phil Maton, to the Texas Rangers. Which Maton, that was somewhat of a surprise. He had been probably our best reliever all season long. So, definitely wish he didn't go with the numbers he had this year. So, in all those trades, we got a bunch of minor league prospects. But anyways, this was a big win, 8-5. We fell behind 4-0 early on. Manny Machado would have an RBI single in the bottom of the first to make it 1-0 San Diego. Then an RBI triple by newly acquired outfielder Ramon Laureano. That would make it a 2-0 game. The Padres had a very busy trade deadline. They most notably got flamethrowing closer Mason Miller from the Athletics. He pitched last night, so he will not be their closer now. He'll be their, setup reliever. And then a solo home run by Jackson Merrill to make it a 4-0 game against Michael McGreevy, who pitched against San Diego just last Sunday, and I believe gave up 5 runs. Then in the top of the fourth, and also by the way, Nolan Arenado was placed on the IL, so he will be out for a little bit with a strained shoulder, unfortunately. I know he's having a bit of a rough season. I mean, he's had some big hits for us, but too bad he'll be out for at least 10 days. Lars Nootbaar was just activated off the IL. His first action in almost a month now, since it's now August. Nolan Gorman will get us on the board in the top of the fourth to make it a 4-1 game, and then a 3-run game-tying home run by catcher Pedro Pages to tie it up 4-4. For Pedro, his 7th year, RBIs 30, 31, and 32. So that would tie it up 4-4. Then in the top of the fifth, Mason Wynn with a 2-run double to put us up 6-4. And McGreevy would get through 6 innings despite allowing 4 runs and 7 hits, 4 strikeouts. Then an inning and third scoreless from Kyle Leahy. Leahy and Maton, before we traded Phil, have been, I think, our 2 best relievers. So really nice job by Leahy keeping the game scoreless. Did not allow a hit. and got some insurance runs in the ninth, some big insurance runs. Alec Burleson with an RBI single, then Los Contreras a sac fly. And then Jojo Romero coming on for the save, as he, I guess, now will be our closer with Helsley now gone. And he'll give up a walk in the bottom of the ninth, leading off the inning, and then 2 roundouts, but then an RBI single by newly acquired catcher Freddie Fermin, formerly with the Royals. So that'll make it an 8-5 game, and he would then get Fernando Tatis Jr. to fly out to end it. So Romero, his first save of the season. So nice job by him. So, but yeah, so with our loss last night, we felt under 500, and I mean, we're still not far behind the final wild card spot, but this was a big time win. So, and it would be huge if we can win tomorrow afternoon before heading to Los Angeles to face the Dodgers this week after San Diego. So of course we took 2 or 3 from the Dodgers in St. Louis back in June, but this time it'll be in LA where they have been so dominant all season long. So getting the start in the rubber game tomorrow afternoon, it'll be Andre Palante against Dylan Cease for San Diego, who has 153 strikeouts, but his ERA is at 4.79. So it's an interesting matchup. Palante, a guy who gets a lot of ground balls. Cease, a guy who gets a lot of strikeouts. So also another player on the IL, that's left-hander John Keane with a neck injury. So, but yeah, so till Sunday, see if we can win this series. Till then, count up to saying go Cards.